Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. It's the Portland Trail Blazers taking on the San Antonio Spurs. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Batum is out there with Aldridge. And it's Camby, and it's Andre Miller, and it's Roy in at the 2.
And when you give Parker room to work his magic down inside, he knows how to finish with style.
So the San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. And it's Miller penetrating. Aldridge left side. Count it, good.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Parker surveying the floor. Pass to Green. Back to Parker. Banked in off the glass. Parker's got his second basket of the game.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Here's Roy. Duncan with the block. Aldridge kicks to Roy. It's Miller on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Over Parker. Miller, no up.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Pass to Leonard. Here's Duncan. No one near him. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Outside, Green. Batum against Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Miller. A rebound by the Spurs.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Parker passes to Duncan. Duncan. Great positioning on the putback.
Leaving no doubt Duncan gets the rebound and powers that one home.
Pass to Campbell. Now here's Roy. Offline with his 3. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Outside, Green lets it go from deep. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Trailblazers trail by 4. Miller outside for 3. Roy drills it from outside.
They trust Roy at the arc because he's pretty selective. He takes the shots he believes he can make.
Miller against Parker. Outside Leonard. Splitter sets a screen for Leonard. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. The Spurs making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in.
Number 20, Manu Ginobili.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Duncan. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
You got to honor Duncan from the mid-range. When he's got space to shoot, he does not hesitate.
Outside Roy. Camby, a screen on Leonard. Miller against Parker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Miller kicks to Roy. Over Ginobili. Again, Roy missing. Spurs leading by 3. Leonard with the ball. And Batum picks him up defensively. Ginobili outside. Pass to Duncan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Team foul.
A tremendous scorer with the ball in his hands. Duncan, just too much for the D to handle.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. The first free throw is good. And Portland making a change here. Howard's checked in. And so Duncan hits them both.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Dante Cunningham's checked in for Howard.
Number 33, Dante Cunningham.
Here's Camby. Scoreless thus far. And here's Miller. And Splitter pulls it down.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And that one's good. Duncan.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Roy can't hit.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Leonard dishes to Parker. With the drive. Rebound Camby.
That's some outstanding on-court awareness there. Just a terrific change of shot.
Batum passes to Miller. To the paint. Here's Camby. And slam dunk by Camby.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys. Still shaking. Trailblazers trail by 5. It's Roy on the wing. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Roy's got 5.
Yeah, never shy about mixing it up inside. Roy, a great finish.
Parker outside. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul. Corey Joseph's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And a switch here also for Portland. Howard's checked in. Joseph with the ball. Duncan with a screen on Roy. Shot clock at 6. Duncan finds Ginobili. And Parker with the basket on the assist by Ginobili. 6 points for him.
And that unpredictable nature of Ginobili, it can be frustrating for the defense, especially when he's cutting them to pieces with his passing.
Now here is Miller. Still yet to score. Roy, that's a 2-pointer. Duncan grabs the rebound. Duncan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Parker passes to Duncan. Parker outside. And the layup is good. And now a 7-point San Antonio lead.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Bangs home the trifecta. Roy's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Trailblazers.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Lob pass to Duncan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And Parker terrific in the pick and roll. Just creative in terms of getting his team good looks.
Joseph against Roy. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Roy's got 10 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Parker. 8 points for him. Splitter with a screen on Miller. Our Walker inside, off target at the rim. And that does it for the first quarter. Spurs lead by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
And so it's Mills who will bring it up for Portland. 4-point game. So with Aldridge sitting on the bench, here's who's on the floor for Nate McMillan. Jeff Pendergraph out there with Rudy Fernandez. And it's Mills, and it's Oden, and it's Roy in at the 2-guard spot.
He just makes scoring look so effortless. It's why you love watching Roy play the game.
Leonard on the wing, defended by Fernandez. Shoots it up. The Trailblazers pull it in. Baseline jumper. Here's Pendergraph. It's good. This game is all even.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Now here's Mills. There's a screen. And Oden pulls it down. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Now Fernandez. Still scoreless. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Boris Diaw.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Leonard draws the double. Here's Ginobili. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
That's a well-earned foul for the and-one opportunity. Ginobili was so ready to sacrifice himself on that play.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Jeff Ayers comes in for Bonnie. And it's Green in for Patty Mills. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Cunningham, he's checked in for Jeff Pendergraph. Trailblazers trail by 3. It's Rudy Fernandez on the way. Back to Mills. It's up a 3. The rebound collected by Ayers. Oh, Leonard in position. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Good work inside. Leonard getting strong position there for the finish.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Mills, he's checked in for San Antonio. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Howard's checked in for Dante Cunningham. Oden a screen, and here's Mills from the arc. The three-pointer is right on target.
3 points.
Mills has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And Leonard using that size well to get the call. Good there, just taking the initiative.
The Spurs making a switch here. Marcus checked in. Marcus Camby. He's checked in for the Trailblazers. Miller comes in for Patty Mills. Trailblazers trail by 3. Miller kicks to Roy. Green with the block.
I'll tell you, for a 2-guard, Danny Green gets a ton of blocks. Great use of his length.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Shot clock at 5. Roy against Ginobili.
And defensively, Ginobili puts just as much effort on that side of the ball.
Basket good. Roy's got 4 this quarter.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Here's Ginobili. Brandon Roy making his last shot. From past the arc. That's good from Ginobili on the assist by Parker. Ginobili's got 6 points.
A very reliable shooter. Once Ginobili has the ball, you know what he's going to do with it.
Roy passes to Miller. Back to Roy. This one for 3. The shot, no good. Spurs leading by 4. To the middle. Here's Parker. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now here's Roy. He's got 14. Here's Miller. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
This guy plays with such confidence and ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
Ginobili, the pass to Leonard. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Parker outside. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, but I love that from Parker, playing on the front foot.
For San Antonio, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. Duncan, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Portland also making some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for Howard. And it's Batum in for Rudy Fernandez. And so Miller will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They trail by 6. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Pass to Batum. Now Aldridge. It's Roy on the wing. Clock at 6. Shoots. It's rebounded by Boris Diaw.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Here's Parker. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge has got his 4th rebound in this one. Green against Miller. Pass to Aldridge. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Once he gets the ball down low, Aldridge has an array of moves. Hard to stop the savvy veteran.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the game. That's good from Aldridge. Rudy Fernandez is checked in for Portland. Both free throws good from Aldridge. Here's Parker. 12 points for him. Outside, Green. Pass to Duncan. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Duncan's got 12 in the game.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Miller, the pass to Fernandez. Over Ginobili. And it's Fernandez missing.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Ginobili with the 3. The Trailblazers pull it in. 1:57 left in the first half. Batum inside. Covered by Parker. A shot by Batum. No good. Green taking his time here. Here's Parker. Ginobili outside. Over Fernandez. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Camby's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. Fernandez
dishes to Batum. Pass to Aldridge. Aldridge with a screen on Ginobili. Here's Miller. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. 1:04 left to play here in the half. Ginobili the pass to Parker. Down low. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 14 points for Tony Parker.
And looking like Parker is in that zone.
Miller outside. Pass to Aldridge. It's rebounded by Boris Diaw. Diaw's got 4 rebounds in this game. That's good from Ginobili on the assist by Parker. Ginobili's got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs. Ginobili's gotten 3 of his 5 shots to go here. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Fernandez. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, dominant move by Aldridge on the glass. Just manhandling the defender and then finishes strong.
Duncan with a screen on Miller. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
14 foul. At the line for 2.
That's good from Parker.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they performed at the line.
And Parker drops them both. And so we conclude the first half. It's the Spurs. They lead by 8 and will return shortly.
31.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. It's been a clinic from Tony Parker.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
Trailblazers trail by 8. So with Ginobili on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. We've got Duncan, Parker out there with Green. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Splitter in at the 5 spot. Miller's gone 2 for 7 from the field. Parker outside. Pass to Splitter. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Miller surveying the floor. Back to Batum. Outside Aldridge. 5 to shoot. Aldridge with a screen on Green. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Tim Duncan picks one up.
Terrific at just being aggressive. Aldridge excels at putting pressure on the D and getting the call.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. San Antonio leading by 8. Green dishes to Duncan. Another shot. A putback. No luck. They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. And here are the Blazers. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Duncan against Roy. Miller with a wide open look. Outside for Batum. Pass to Roy. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Tim Duncan picks one up.
Yeah, good luck trying to guard Brandon Roy. This guy can do it all out there.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. 90 seconds now into the second half. Pass to Duncan. It's Splitter atop the key. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Parker. Outside Leonard. Splitter with a screen on Batum. Leonard with no one around. The second chance effort. Splitter misses. Trailblazers trail by 5. Pass to Miller. Roy with it. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Roy. Aldridge with it. And Aldridge slams it in.
And for a big guy, Aldridge is so agile. I mean, lets him work that play there to perfection.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And the Spurs with possession here. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Splitter kicks to Parker. Splitter with a screen on Miller. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Miller. And oh, here we go. Batum's got it galloping, but fast break chance. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Pass to Duncan. And here's Leonard. Parker outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
They get Marcus Camby.
And Parker just so skilled at marching his way to the stripe. He just has an endless amount of cunning moves that consistently frustrate the opposition.
And Portland making a change here. Oden's checked in. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Miller outside. Pass to Batum. Inside for the tie that evens the score.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Green, the pass to Parker, and there's the call on Roy. That'll be his second foul of the game. Rudy Fernandez is checked in for Nicholas Batum.
Into the lineup for the Trailblazers. Number 5, Rudy Fernandez.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Outside Leonard. Clock at 4. And it's good off the back rim and in. Leonard's got 5.
And he's got a well-rounded skill set. Leonard's inside-out game is going to pose major problems for a long time.
Here is Fernandez. Nothing on the board. Aldridge a screen. Miller kicks to Fernandez. Here's Roy. And Portland again with the bucket.
This guy is a threat from all 3 levels. That time, Roy put the mid-range.
Miller against Parker. Tries it from 19. That one goes. Count it. Parker's got 19 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Miller, no up.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Parker's shot is off. And so Miller will bring it up for Portland. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Pass to Fernandez. Now Aldridge. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Roy. Shoots over Leonard. Roy can't hit.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Green finds Parker. Moves back up. Duncan from outside the arc. They get it again. Parker outside. Outside, Green. Back to Parker. Pass to Duncan. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Roy dishes to Miller. Back to Roy. Here's Aldridge. Oden with the ball. Covered by Parker. Duncan brings the double team. Here's Roy. Here's Oden. And it's Greg Oden with the finish.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. Here's Parker, and Oden sends it back.
Oh, great block from Oden. And this is the type of defender he's capable of becoming.
Pass to Fernandez. Outside Roy. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter of the game. Clock at 6. For the lead, Roy with another miss. Roy against Green. To the inside. Here's Leonard. Kawhi, confident inside.
And I appreciate Leonard's feel for the game. Already seems to know all the angles.
Now a timeout called by Portland. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Bonner, he's checked in for Splitter. Diaw comes in for Tim Duncan. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. Portland also making some changes. Williams comes in for Roy. And it's Mills in for Miller. San Antonio leading. And here's Mills. Still without a basket. Ginobili looking around. From deep. Knocks down the three ball. And the Spurs lead by 5.
And how about that lefty stroke there from Ginobili? It is a thing of beauty. He is dialed in from deep.
Aldridge with a screen on Ginobili. Fernandez. That's good. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort.
Now here's Ginobili. Misses in close. Now Fernandez. Out to the right wing. Oden passes to Williams. Up top Mills. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Spurs lead by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So with Aldridge sitting on the bench, here's who's on the floor for Nate McMillan. Juwan Howard is out there with Oden. Then there's Rudy Fernandez. Then it's Brandon Roy. And it's Mills in at the point. And here's Mills. Manu Ginobili getting his 3 to go. Bounce pass Mills. For 3, Roy. And the 3 ball is good. Roy's got 22.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Parker with it. 6 on the shot clock. A 3. Rebounded by Howard. Trailblazers trail by 3. Down low. Ginobili with the steal. And now in transition is Parker. Here we go. And it's Green, missing. Mills with it, picked up by Ginobili. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Here's Ginobili. Tries again. Ayers. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. Ayers has got his first basket of the night.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Pass to Fernandez. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by Parker. Spurs leading by 4. And the wide open shot from Green. And the 3 off target. Roy against Green. Now here's Roy. He's guarded close.
A willingness to get physical. Roy takes the hit and still gets off the shot.
And that one falls for Roy. Splitter is checked in for the Spurs. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Cunningham, he's checked in for Juwan Howard. And Miller's subbed in for Rudy Fernandez. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. Now, with the game in the balance, he had some encouraging words for his team. He said, "This is what we wanted. We thought if we kept it close, we could pull it out. Now let's go out there and do just that." Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Here's Miller. No good. That would have tied it.
They came close there to tying it up.
Oh, he had it in his sights. He wanted it. That bucket would have been huge.
Now here's Ginobili. Parker left side. Pass to Splitter. Now here's Ginobili. Fires top of the key. They get it back. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, he just puts the D in a bind there. Whenever Splitter gets it that deep, you know he's going to get the call from there.
Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Parker, and Splitter drops them both. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Portland. 4-point game. On the wing, Brandon Roy. Rebounded by the Spurs. Splitter's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Outside Leonard. Pass to Ginobili. Shot clock at 6. Green finds Ginobili. Over Mills. No good from Ginobili.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Here's Roy. Duncan with the block.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots.
And the Spurs making a change here. Parker's checked in. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Marcus Camby. He's checked in for Oden. Aldridge comes in for Cunningham. And it's Batum in for Patty Mills. San Antonio leading by 4. Green passes to Parker. Outside Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Camby's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Miller outside. Back to Roy. From the arc. Portland no good that time either.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now here's Parker. Driving in. Pass to Splitter. And the foul called on Marcus Camby. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
2nd team foul.
Parker passes to Splitter. Here's Leonard. Duncan trying to break loose. Leonard, no luck. Trailblazers trail by 4. Miller dishes to Roy. Teardrop shot. Comes up empty down low. And that one's good. Parker.
And Parker is just so clever at finding ways to score off the drive as he demonstrates there.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Timeout, Blazers. Batum finds Miller. Aldridge with a screen on Parker. Inside. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Pass to Splitter. Aldridge against Leonard. Duncan with a screen for Leonard. Leonard, so dangerous from deep.
Still developing this part of his game, but Leonard showing he has some touch from deep.
Trailblazers trail by 9. Now here's Roy. Aldridge with a screen on Green. Here's Roy, and out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Spurs leading by 9. Here's Parker, poked away and taken away by Roy. Batum inside. Leonard's there. 1:41 left in the game. Parker's shot is off. Batum scanning the floor. Here's Camby, and he banks in the layup.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
Here's Parker. Here's Duncan. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Trailblazers trail by 7. To the middle. It's deflected and stolen by Splitter. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Roy. Green kicks to Duncan. Pass to Leonard. Splitter dishes to Parker. 5 on the clock. Here's Duncan. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Oh, my. Showing up when it matters. Brandon Roy, no stranger to the big moment.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Duncan kicks to Parker. Outside, Green. Green draws the double. Here's Duncan. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the Spurs lead by 7.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And here is Parker. And so it's the Spurs with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now we present the player of the game, Tim Duncan.